we put everyone on a database. So we can see where else have they gone, when did they go there, what did they receive when they went there. You know, by filling out that database, we can really find out about people. You know, find out, you know, instead of just patting ourselves on the back and be like, oh, we gave everyone the same 2 bags of groceries. And so they're going to come up to the front desk and we're going to fill out their information there. But a couple of you guys, so now one of the things we do is we give everyone coffee and try to give them little treats just to feel a little bit better. And so they'll be in there and you guys might be working with people, helping them fill out forms, things like that. And then after they come in here, then they're going to leave a sheet here that has all our basic statements on it. They're just going to mark down what they want, what they don't want on the sheet. And that's just like the basic, you know, your canned items, your mac and cheese, your pasta. They're going to leave that here. And one of you guys might be sitting at this table, and they might also say, oh, I wanted to shop for clothes. So we'll give them a little tag that says, you know, number 4, because they have 4 people in the room. And then you'll direct them to continue on down. And they're going to pick out their meats that they want, fresh produce that they want, other snack food that they want. They'll be picking out all that stuff for themselves in there. In the meantime, the person's filling their order in the back, you know, of all those basic staple items. Then we meet everyone over there. We take their groceries to their car for them, or if they walk, we might put them in our van and we might drive them home. More time to interact with someone. So a lot of things, since you guys are here, one of the things is I don't really care if we have 2 families that go through or 100 families. That's what I'm trying to. It's making that experience for the person feel good about themselves. You know, make them feel like they had a good experience by coming to our center. And so, you know, if there's someone that wants to talk to you, and there's like 7 other people that are in line, and you're sitting here, go ahead and talk to them. Who gives a shit about the person after them? You know, right? I mean, seriously, worry about the person right there. You know, I mean, that's the big deal. You know, and let them have a good experience. And you know, if someone comes to you because they befriended you, or they're in the conference room, and they say, man, you know what I really need? I need some deodorant. I need some shampoo. You know, you're probably going to have someone ask you for that. You don't come find one of us and say, do you know where the deodorant is or the shampoo? And then we'll direct you to where it is. And then you can go and tell the person, here's your deodorant, here's your shampoo. You know, let that person feel good about themselves. Like, really help them out. But they're like, you know, I can get a lot of, well, you don't need to brush your teeth to survive. Well, have you guys ever heard of teeth sweaters? You know, when you haven't brushed your teeth for a while, and then you get kind of the random stuff that builds up on your teeth. It doesn't make you feel very good if you've ever gone that long. So let's find the person at toothbrush and toothpicks and help them out. So when you're helping, don't necessarily just think like, oh my God, get them on to the next place. Just let them leave me alone. You know, ask someone how their day's going. You know, make them feel, and if they ask you for something, help them out with that extra something. So, and then, so here's our back of our pantry. So you can see, buy all of our food. The first 2 shelves, you can see it looks a lot alike. So we have pieces, same type of applesauce, ramen noodles. We buy most of our food. Have you guys heard of the food bank? There are supermarkets. So we buy food from the food bank. So the government gets involved when the food bank's there because they have something called USDA commodities, which is just a fancy way to say the government's giving the food bank food for free. And so the food bank, since they get some food for free, the government gets to set the rules. So kind of like as a parent, if you're going to give your child something, you can kind of say, well, you have to make your bed first. Well, that's what they kind of do to the food bank. So what does the food bank then do to us? They give us rules. And so the food bank says everyone needs a photo ID, piece of mail, social security card. Can you guys think of someone that doesn't have a piece of mail? Homeless person, right? They also have the piece of mail requirement because they don't want us to help anyone from Ohio. Carter Lake is a half mile from here. So it doesn't make any sense to us to say, sorry, you're from Carter Lake, we can't help you out. So if you don't have all that information, all this is privately donated stuff. And so we can get this to whomever we want. It's not USDA stuff. So you'll see we have Starbucks coffee. So we'll make coffee every single time. You know, just little things, you know, to make people feel a little bit better about themselves. Back here, we get random miscellaneous stuff donated to the center. So you might see beds here, you might see cribs here, just random things. So if you see something back here that you want, just let us know. Just say, hey, you know, I really need that. I got it. We're going to give it to you. I don't think I've ever told someone no, on something that comes in. We just simply ask, you asked us first. That way we know, because sometimes if it's already been claimed by someone, then we can do it. But like I said, we want our shelves to always be full. So we try to hand out as much stuff as we can. That way we're helping people out. So over here, we'll just stop clothing. This is all extra clothing that they'll be putting out. If you feel like you need it, you can have it. There's this, so my grandma, we have a lady named Iva Williams that runs this clothing closet, and then my grandma, who I'm sure you'll meet, she volunteers in the clothing closet, and I had to have kind of an awkward talk with my grandma, because we don't limit what you can have. I mean, really, we don't. My grandma thinks that we should limit what you can have. And she's like, well, what if they don't need it? And to me, you should be able to take what you want, not just what you need. So if someone comes in here, some of you guys probably will help with the clothing closet, and they think they need 8 shirts, let them have 8 shirts. Let's trust that someone else is going to bring in more stuff. So we get some really high-end items. Last week I saw we had 6, if you guys have ever heard of Burberry. We had 6 Burberry sweaters in the center, so we'll get a lot of different things like that. Weston Willie's, which is a clothing designer in Omaha that has stuff at like Saks Fifth Avenue, Nordstrom's, Macy's, Von Maur. Periodically, they have boys' clothes. And so periodically, since they're so high-end, can't possibly use their spring 2012 collection. And so they'll give us stuff, but the one thing they ask is that we clip off the tags so they don't flood the market with their stuff. And we get a lot of random stuff donated. So up in those boxes up there, that's all brand new clothes. It's all, if you guys ever heard of the Omaha Nighthawks. So the Omaha Nighthawks and the other UFL football teams. Wow. So we have all that's brand new stuff. We've been handing out a lot of it. So, but it's whatever you need. There's a little play area for kids back there. And then we do a mentoring program on the weekends for boys. The youngest kid in the program is 8 right now, and the oldest one is 17. And so we always take them to do some type of work for an hour or 2 hours, and then we do something fun. So we'll feed them breakfast. Last week we went to a couple of elderly ladies' houses, and they chopped up all the ice on their driveway. And then we'll go to a place, if you guys have ever heard of Defy Gravity, it's a trampoline center for, just trampolines on walls everywhere. So we'll go somewhere like that, or we'll take them to Family Fun Center, different things just meant to be fun. And then we're currently we're hopefully going to be renovating the center. I'm raising the money right now. We're hoping to start in early April. And so with that renovation, there will be a Pathway classroom. Like Pathway will have its own classroom. Our lobby area will seat 40 people instead of 6. And we're going to add a whole dental clinic. So we got about $150,000 worth of brand new dental equipment donated. So we'll do a dental clinic, and then we'll have 3 medical rooms, and there will be a boutique clothing closet. Right now, for like the boutique clothing closet would have all of our new clothes in there. Like diapers, all those type of specialty items. Right now, I have a room to a door that has all the brand new stuff in it. So that's why I say, like, even if you don't see it here, you can always ask one of us, and we can always see if we have it there. But it would actually be a smaller part of the clothing closet, and it would just be accessible for, frankly, like the Pathway one. So you guys would be able to access it going forward and things like that. So here's our clinic. Our medical clinic's open on Wednesdays. We pay for a lot of people's medications, and then on Saturdays, and I think they're booked right now for the next 3 or 4 months for them. But yeah, if you ever need any medical help, we help a lot of people with their, they'll come and see us, but then we can help them with their medication. But we want to kind of know a little bit what's going on. It's not just like, oh yeah, you need your inhaler refill here. We're going to help you out. We're going to probably ask you questions like, how do you normally get it refilled? To really make sure we're making a difference. So, so that's the dental room that they use as a aesthetic and medical room, which is why they have stuff up here. And then we're entirely privately funded, so this calendar is just people that buy days on our wall thing. And if you paid $100, and $100 allows us to be sustainable. So we can go pretty far with the dollar. And like I said, we're entirely privately funded. So anything, about this time last year, we had a group of guys that came in. They wanted to have lunch here, and so there was a few pathway women here at the time. And I said, hey, you guys want to talk to these guys? You can say whatever you want. I don't care. And they did a really good job. And so the person donated, the group of guys donated $5,000. And then in our newsletter, one of the pathway women had just wrote her life story to me, about 20 pages on everything. And so we decided that we'd shorten it. Me and her got together and we shortened it, and so it's in 2 paragraphs. And I've gotten 2 donations for $5,000 each. And it said, what Asia seems like she's overcome and done in her life is so impressive. Please give this to the future pathway. And so you can read Asia's story whenever you want. But so there's a lot of people that believe in you that you'll probably will never ever meet. But so anything that we can do to make your experience good, we want to really help out. So so that's essentially our center. Any questions?
Yes, sir. I have one.
Sure.
If I had like clothes and shoes and stuff,